So I want to give you a little bit of background because I certainly needed it when I first met Bizimana Patrick, who was born in exile into the extended Rwanda royal family. His father fled Rwanda in 1959 along with 150,000 Tutsis to neighboring Burundi amid the first wave of anti-Tutsi violence. His mother survived the massacres and fled to Burundi in 1972 in advance of the purge of the Tutsis from Rwandan universities. Patrick was raised in Burundi and educated in the Democratic Republic of Congo. After the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, Patrick returned to Rwanda with a view to support post-conflict reconstruction in the education sector. He looks to work in academia with multinational agencies on peace building and conflict resolution. So let's welcome Bizimana Patrick and to share his story.
When my country gained independence from Belgium, the past colonial period was more ethnically motivated violence. My father escaped like other Rwandan of my ethnic group, Tutsi, in 1959. His parents went to Uganda, other family members went in Congo. All of those Rwandans who became refugees lived in difficult situation. I was born in 1972, a refugee in Burundi. We lived in tent with not enough food, no school, no hospital. I learned that some Rwandans who lived in other refugee camps in forest was eaten by lion and hyena. It was a desperate time. Rwandan community and parents continue to educate us and keep alive our culture. They told us and teach us how to live together and work together. It was difficult to go to school. Many families had not money for school and others necessity. I was fortunate, and when I finished primary school, it was difficult too for me to continue secondary school in Burundi. And my parents took a difficult decision to send me in Congo. In Congo, it was difficult to me. I was 12 years old. All things was totally new for me. New people, new language, new behavior, new environment, new food, etc. When Congolese want to call you, they say, you refugee. I was sad. You know, majority of my ethnic group are tall. Think someone who are short, who are not even intelligent in class than you, call you refugee. You feel sad, it's like a shame. You want some time even to fight. But my Rwandan elder continued to push us, educate us, and told us about good leadership. I remember they told me, you know, Patrick, we will not continue to be refugee. One day, we will go back home. 3 years later, 3 years later, when I went back in Burundi to visit where was my family, my parents told me, Patrick, you will not go back to continue your school in Congo. I asked why. They said, we want you to be near us, and you will continue your school in private school. Little did I know, it was a way to protect me for something will happen in the future. At the same time, a Rwandan fighter began to fight for going back home by force in Rwanda. I didn't go, but many from my family, sent young, capable, and willing to do. My family decided to send young, over 20 years old. At that time, I realized why parents told us our culture, good leadership. Parents prepared youth for their future and going back home. I went back home when fighters took half of my country to help. I helped people with wounds. I helped to give some food with NGOs, bury dead. I saw many different miserable things. Back in Rwanda, I helped my family to organize home. 6 years later, in 2000, I went to the university and finished in physical sport and education. I got a job in 5-star hotel in my country, Rwanda. I worked in gym and spa department, like head of instructor. I met many different people from my country and foreigners working. It was there I met my future wife, Krista, in 2011. When the contract finished for Krista, came back in the US, we continued to communicate on Facebook, WhatsApp. Krista came to visit me in 2017. We connect again. She invited me. I came here in 2018. In the US, and especially in this valley, I was again confused. New people, new language, new environment, new weather, and cold the snow. It was very cold at the time. And I asked Krista, do you think it will be easy for me to adapt? She said, yes, why not? One day, Krista told me, you know, Patrick, I got a place where we go. We went to English in Action. I met Sarah. Sarah told me what they do. I was very excited. And I told Krista, you know, here is the place I should be. 2 months later, English in Action connected me to my tutor, Dan, who I appreciate, and still, what she did is still doing. Now here, every time, every day, I think for all those people who are refugees in different parts of the world. Even if I was a third culture, try to fit in, I learn new things too. Now I can speak 6 languages. I can live in different situations. I can do different jobs, and I am patient. And I think that will help me for my future life. Let's say thanks to all who are here, to my wife, Krista, to Madina, to Dan, my tutor, and all of English in Action who helped me when I was lost. I hope one day I will move from student to tutor and help you come in this valley. Thank you.